But if Mudavadi wants to be president, let him be president today.
Today.
And let me tell you this. That's why he's a prince, he can become president. But he doesn't have what it takes to be president. If Mudavadi declares today he's running against Ruto, he will beat him. There are people in this country I know who can take on Ruto and there is no election.
Mudavadi is one of them.
Aida is another one. There can be no election. Zero election. Even Ruto himself will know the game is over. Ruto is going to run away with this Mbere North victory. He ran away with it. He will run with it. And before the opposition knows, Ruto will be having Mount Kenya East. All of it. If they have no way of raising money, they should not waste Kenya's time. They should let Maraga do it with his 2 million. No, and I'm very serious. If Gachagua and Kalonzo don't have money, they should let Maraga and Omutata run. Kenyans know they don't have money. Kenyans will raise money for them. Omutata and Maraga.
Good to have you on Richard Mwenja Exclusive. It is December, the Overlord 2025. I'm so glad to have you on board. Herman Manyora is here with me, of course, to make sense of what's happening in Kenya's political and governance landscape, especially the events of last week and, of course, last weekend. Prof, good to see you.
Good.
You're fantastic.
Wonderful.
All right.
Thanking God.
Thanking God.
Yeah, for every day.
A day at a time.
Yes.
You don't you actually don't trust in your own strength. That's what you say.
No, you're saying that it's God.
Ni God manze.
Hiyo sio yenye ukora hiyo. Mnaiba alafu na msema ni God manze. Hapana, me I'm genuine that we owe it to the creator.
Vibes na inshallah.
Yes.
All right, Prof. That of the way, let's look at the grand scheme of things when it comes to the 2027 elections.
Yes.
And of course, we've just seen the results from the concluded by-elections.
Yes.
There are winners, they are in, there are losers, they are in. But let's
Yes.
center on two gentlemen, Musalia Mudavadi and Kithure Kindiki.
Yes.
For Kithure Kindiki, some say then his political obituary is in the making because they argue if President Ruto is going to retain Kindiki,
Yes.
then automatically he loses the Nyanza vote bastion, he loses the Western Kenya vote bastion.
Yes.
What do you think is the lifeline for Kithure Kindiki going forward?
I think it's very difficult. I don't envy Ruto because he's in a very awkward position. If you keep Kindiki, what do you do to the expectations? In fact, the voiced expectations. Remember, Oburu Odinga said the minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum is number 2.
Yeah.
The Luyas are expecting the same. And if you don't give Kindiki, then you are announcing to Mount Kenya that's fine. I'm through with you. You can keep your votes. It's not easy for him.
It is not easy for him.
Not easy for him.
But even when it comes to the Western Kenya bloc, if indeed...
Unless he talks to me.
Can you deliver a strategy?
Yes.
Bigger than the one you did for Raila?
Bigger.
That's our next conversation. But in the meantime, Prof,
yes.
Let's look at your friend Musalia Mudavadi, of course, son of Vihiga. Well, you're talking about it's high time the Luhya community at least ascends to the second in command, if not the presidency.
Yes.
But you've come up with names before. You've mentioned of Edwin Sifuna, George Natembe as those who are worth the salt of ascending to that particular height. But then again, from the quarter of UDA or Kenya Kwanza at large, they believe Mudavadi should be that person. Do you see Mudavadi being the first pick when it comes to the president wanting to get someone from Western Kenya?
Mudavadi is a prince, and a prince can become the king anytime. You know, a prince doesn't need to do anything. A prince just ascends to the throne.
However lukewarm they are?
Yeah. So, I've always said I would not be surprised if Mudavadi became president. There will not be much to celebrate, but there will be bragging. We shall brag that our own is a president, but there's not be much to celebrate. So I will not be surprised. But what I've been saying over the past few years is that this country is ripe for an intergenerational transfer of power, intergenerational change. The old must hand over power to the new. we aborted this in 2022. 2022 was the transition period. There was no better way to transit from the old to the new than to give Raila the president, then he would hand over to the new. Now, we have had this option, including 2007, but we have refused to take this option. It shall be forced on us. It's in that context that I've been saying, for the Luhya people, hoping to get the president through Mudavadi is a really pipe dream.
Pipe dream?
Because you can see the mood in the country, and indeed the world, is one that's, the world is moving towards more youthful leaderships, younger leaders. And the world itself is so complex that there must be something special about you to run a country anywhere in the world beyond 60, 65. You must be a Raila, a Trump. These people are not normal people. These are people with exceptional abilities. But an ordinary man like you and I, like Mudavadi and I and the rest, beyond a certain age, it will be almost an impossibility. Even if you are given to run. We just hear nani amelala state house hakuamuka. Mimi nakwambia, that is the truth of the matter. Even if you are given and you are 70. Look, Mudavadi is about is 60 things, okay? So he wants us to wait until 2032. So he will be like 70 things or thereabout. In today's world, Mudavadi is an ordinary person, a good person. A fairly good person. Is there any corner in this world where anybody has something bad against Mudavadi? Any corner?
Almost non-existent.
It's not there. Almost, I'm not seeing any corner where Mudavadi has a bad name. Everybody says Mudavadi is a gentleman. He's a good man. But this good man, when he's 70, 72, can he run the world, a country in the world of 2032, 2035? When he's 73, 74 there. Which means older than me now as I sit here. My friend, the truth is it's not possible. And that's why our hope as Luhya people is through Edwin Sifuna and George Natembeya. That is a generation you can bank on. You can invest in Sifuna. You can invest in Natembeya. And a few others who are yet to come or who are there. But for now, when I look at the radar, the Luhya nation, my eyes can only land on Sifuna and Natembeya.
What is the place
A future investment for the Luhya people. But if Mudavadi wants to be president, let him be president today.
Today.
And let me tell you this. That's why he's a prince, he can become president. But he doesn't have what it takes to be president. If Mudavadi declares today he's running against Ruto, he will beat him.
If he walks out today?
Today, he will beat him. I said that when Raila went to Sagana in 2008, with Mudavadi, they locked themselves in with the Kibaki, and Kibaki floored him. He gave Raila a raw deal. If Mudavadi had walked out, angekuwa amewai Ruto. Because Ruto was looking for an exit. Oh, Mau Forest. Oh, Raila with Mao. Oh, our young people taken away. Where are they? It's nonsense. Now that he's president, has he ever produced those young people? Ruto was looking for an exit because Ruto wanted power. If Mudavadi had wanted power, he would have used the Sagana fiasco to walk out on Raila. And in the following year, 2013, nobody would have beat him. Today, if he says, I have looked around, and I think this country requires salvation. I've looked at the opposition, and they are reckless. They will plunge this country into chaos. I've looked at Ruto. He cannot lead a country. And I'm offering myself in the interest of our children and our grandchildren. Nobody can beat Mudavadi today. So if he wants to be president today,
Is that the same strategy that...
It is there. He has everything. He has the resources. He has the goodwill. He has international connection. He has everything a person needs to be president. In fact, the moment he offers himself, all these other guys will take a walk. Some will run away. They will run away. Leaving only those who will be begging to be running mate. There are people in this country I know who can take on Ruto and there is no election.
Mudavadi is one of them.
Aida is another one. There can be no election. Zero election. Even Ruto himself will know the game is over. If Mudavadi walked out and he got a team of experts to lead him in his campaign, he will dismantle the opposition. Because there is so much you can say about the opposition that renders them useless. And there's so much you can say about Ruto that can even scare the country. Just thinking of Ruto, they are scared.
The imagination itself.
So Mudavadi, president today, tick. 2032, a pipe dream.
If Kindiki Kithure, our DP,
Yes.
also wants to get power,
Yes.
would you prescribe the same route you prescribing
No.
for Mudavadi?
No.
To walk out on Ruto today?
No. For him, he has already gotten something by clinching the Mbere North, whichever way. But politics is about like football. Even the Maradona goal was counted, the hand of God. It was counted. The hand of God. Politics is like that. So he has won Mbere.
A bargaining chip.
And I'm telling you, and I sympathize with the opposition.
Why though?
Ruto is going to run away with this Mbere North victory. He ran away with it. He will run with it. And before the opposition knows, Ruto will be having Mount Kenya East. All of it.
He used Mbere to make inroads in Mount Kenya.
Yes. And that's why he appointed Ruku. You think Ruto is a fool. And that's why I look at this opposition, I laugh at them. The moment Ruto appointed Ruku, CS, he knew what he was doing. And these guys in the opposition couldn't see it. He knew what he was doing. He was using it as a test run.
Might he do the same for the Mathira MP, Wamumbi?
Yeah.
Pick Wamumbi, put him in cabinet.
He can.
And force a by-election in Mathira.
People have said, and if he wins, Gachagua is gone. And it doesn't matter how he wins.
That statement is
I have
bold
told
enough.
these people, when you are dealing with Ruto, my friend, hamwezi kuwa mnakula ugali asubuhi mnafikiri mtashinda Ruto.
2 hours are not enough?
They can't beat Ruto, these guys. They are jokers. Ruto is going to use Mbere North now. They should never have lost Mbere North and Malava. Never. They should never have lost Mbere North. Under whatever circumstances, beginning with giving DP the ticket, which was a mistake. That was being sentimental. Munaleta emotion kwa siasa now, and you are competing against Ruto.
A show of unity.
Nonsense.
Zoning.
Hakuna nafasi ya vitu kama hiyo when you are meeting Ruto in an election. You go face Ruto when you are prepared. You put in everything, not emotions. He will hit you to the ground. So this Mbere North, they should never have lost it. Ruto is going to use it. And take my word, he will run away with it. Mount Kenya East will go to Ruto if they are not careful. The sort of strategy required to keep Ruto out of Mount Kenya East, high-level thinking, high-level strategizing. Not what these guys are. They should never have allowed themselves to lose Malava and Mbere North.
But they won actually majority of the MCA positions. Isn't
It's
that
nonsense.
7 grace
Those
enough?
ones are not at stake. Only 2 constituencies were at stake.
Malava
Malava and
North.
Mbere. 2. And they didn't put enough in it. They should not blame Ruto. Rigging was obvious. A friend of mine, a professor in Florida, he tells me, for the opposition to talk about rigging is like for somebody to say water is wet.
One and the same.
At the election it was rigged. It's like saying water is wet.
That's a reality.
You remember me telling Kisha?
Yeah.
Maana Ruto anataka watu kama Manyora. Hawezi mimi. Not me. Oh, he can't be my match. No, never. Forget about it. If I was in charge of Mbere, there's nothing they would have done to lose, to win. Zero. Or
You would have delivered for Panyako?
Yes.
If you're Panyako?
Yes, because I know all the tricks people are using. Ruto requires guys like Manyora. I told Raila, give me this election, I ran it.
He lost it.
Give it to me, I ran it. You can't be... Me, I know how these games these guys are playing. Malava and Mbere should never have gone to Ruto. If the opposition, I want to show you so that people...
Get the picture.
People can tell them. If you needed 10 units, 10
units,
0 to 10 units of effort to win Malava. 0 to 10, you needed, say 0 to 10, you needed about 8 or horsepower 8, where the highest is 10, the lowest is 0. These guys put in 4. They put in 40% of the energy required, of the thinking required to win, of the resources required to win. Let me use a very simple, let me use the lowest, the most simple, which is money. If you say you are going to run for president, and I hope somebody tells Gachagua, and somebody tells Kalonzo, if you are going to use minimum about 10 billion, it can't go below 10 billion. It can't go below 10 billion. It is 10 and above. Let's say you are going to use 10 billion for the next election. Or let's say the one which somebody put in the law, was it 5 billion?
Yeah.
If you are prepared to use 5 billion in the next election, and then you get people to support, to bring in, then you get to 10, 15. What you needed to do is to take 1 billion from that money.
Take it where?
To the by-elections.
1B?
Yes. Then you flood Ruto, you floor him down completely. Because better use 1 billion now. Of course, I'm exaggerating to make the point.
Yeah.
Let somebody not, oh, Manyora. No, I know what I'm talking. As a teacher, you use extremes of examples to make your point. You get it? Not how, extremes of, you use the extreme.
True.
You have refused to use 1 billion today. Because of that, you'll use 6 billion to correct this mistake. You see what I'm talking about? True. In order to keep Ruto out of Mount Kenya, they are going to use, between now and 2027, over 3-4 billion shillings.
In economics, we call it opportunity cost.
Yeah, or they go away. And again, I've said this before. If they have no way of raising money, they should not waste Kenya's time. They should let Maraga do it with his 2 million. No, and I'm very serious. If Gachagua and Kalonzo don't have money, they should let Maraga and Omutata run. Kenyans know they don't have money. Kenyans will raise money for them. Omutata and Maraga. Or people like those. Who else? There's another person. Ruben Kigame.
Boniface Mwangi.
Boniface Mwangi. Who else? There are like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Or young people like Sifuna. Nobody expects Sifuna to have money. Nobody expects Sifuna to have money. Is that right?
You're right.
So, if Kalonzo and Gachagua and his team don't have money and Matiang'i, they should walk out.
Seed the ground.
Wapeane size. They should seed the ground to kina Sifuna, kina Maraga,
Kigame.
kina Kigame, kina Omtata. Those ones Kenyans don't expect. The campaign will change. The campaign will
change. Money loses its place.
Yes. Money loses its completely. So there is no money in the conversation.
Ideologies.
There is no money in the conversation. Yeah. People don't expect Maraga to have money. They don't expect Mumtata to. They don't expect Sifuna to have money.
You're right.
So the old man Maraga can team up with the young people, Kina Sifuna, Kina Babu, and the rest of those people, Kina Kalebu Amisi, all of those people, with Kina
Wamshomba.
Wamshomba, all of them kina Ndindi Nyoro,
Kibagendi.
yeah, all the young people, and they support the old man so that they can hand over power to them in 2032. There was no money. But if Kalonzo and Gachagua want to run, they must have money.
Not being economists.
And if they don't have, they should give size. And if they have, like I know they have, they must use. Because they didn't use money in Malava. I want to call Seth Panyako on our show here. I'm going to, actually from now, after this show, I want to call him. Tell him, come on the show. Come and tell Kenyans why you lost Malava. And be very honest with Kenyans. Did you receive support from Gachagua?
When it was yours for the
Did you receive support from Natembea? Natembea is a governor. He's not a very poor man. How much money? Tell Kenyans.
Khalwale, you name it.
Did they give you support? Khalwale is supposed to have given Seth Panyako 10 million because he has the money. Eugene is supposed to have given Seth Panyako 10 million. Natembea is supposed to have given Panyako 20 million. Gachagua is supposed to have given Panyako 100 million. Kalonzo is supposed to have given Seth Panyako 100 million.
Plus Panyako's friends.
Now, the shenanigans that Kina Ruto are playing in Malava, when Seth Panyako and his team with a complete secretariat have access to 300 million, hakuna hiyo kitu ingefanyika.
Faruka angeshinda?
Kuna hata hangetembea huko na kupeana pesa. Because in all corners of the constituency, vijana wako walk, wanachapa door to door campaign and to ensure hakuna mtu anapeana pesa. Them, they are not being bribed. They are not going to bribe people. But they are being facilitated to move. Wanakunywa chai na mandazi. Jioni kama wakimaliza kazi vizuri wanaweza pewa uji. Wakitafuta mahali kuna uji mzuri wakunywe, kesho wanaamka kazi. 85% Seth Panyako. That's how you face Ruto. Na hii ni kionjo tu, sitaki kusema kila kitu. Ruto may come for me.
Begs one question.
Yes.
Are you up for bidding?
Pardon?
Are you up for bidding? Because now you presented yourself as this strategy that these camps need.
Manyora is a strategist. Who doesn't know? I even have my own company, Hillman Analytica. I could have borrowed the name from Cambridge Analytica, but it is there, a fully registered company. So I can offer strategy. But I'm also a Kenyan. And Kenyans have warned me not to mention that I can offer strategy to a certain person.
Yeah.
But the same Kenyans who warn me, hata nikiweka namba hapo kwa screen, hawatumi hata shilingi 10.
Na wanataka usaidia.
I don't love money. If I wanted money, I'll be a billionaire. But the things you have to do to get that money, I'm perhaps not prepared to do, and I've never been prepared to do. But even the Kenyans, they can't even support a preacher.
Mtume akubaliki kwao.
Wakenya wanapenda kugongwa. Kenyans give money to con men. But to say, Manyora, don't you dare say you can work for Ruto, which I hear. But when they say that, nione hata shilingi 500 mtu ametuma kwa pay.
They are subscribing when you say so.
Subscribing, my friend, is good, but also a man must also eat. You know, Richard?
Yeah.
And we are not asking for money from people. We are just saying the truth. If Manyora was operating from America, I would be a multimillionaire in terms of support from people. But Kenyans can only be conned. Mtu anaanzisha tu kitu kwa WhatsApp group, I want to link CG people what, pesa ina
kazi majuu.
Kazi majuu. You know watu wakianza kulia. If you want money from Kenyans, con them. Panda mbegu. Ujui kama naelewana?
I get it.
But the idea is, yes, we can offer strategy.
All right.
But even when you are offering it for free, politicians either don't know they need strategy or they think they know it. But I'm happy now they have seen from Mbere and Malava. And don't they ever talk about rigging? In Kenya, rigging is part and parcel of our elections. Those in power will always rig. So you must be prepared for them. We will change things once we get power, those of us who think differently. You get it?
I get it.
So either they think they know, and Malava has proved to them they don't know, or they keep company of crooks. I have seen the crooks. I used to see some of them surrounding Raila's campaign. I've seen them, they have crossed the other side. Me now watching, I say, okay. Professional con men and brokers who think they know. Going to the textbook, reading from the book and telling you they're advising you how to win an election.
Mistakes Gachagua, Kalonzo, and the United Opposition should not make.
Which they are making today. They must get the right people. It doesn't have to be me. But I'm telling you, sometimes they think they know what they don't know. Sometimes they rely on the wrong, most times they rely on the wrong people. And sadly, the third is that even when they know you can offer strategy, they allow people to elbow you.
Elbowed out. To protect their interests.
Because for them, it is what they get out. Even when they see a good chap able to offer valuable support to the candidate, they never mention it to the candidate. There was a friend of mine.
Keeping.
When I was a young man, there used to be somebody in my constituency. There used to be two giants, Onam and Maizi. Maizi was a friend of mine, and he was very unpopular in the side of the constituency where I come from. But we helped him gain ground until by the time he was dying, he was unassailable. He told me once, you are different from all the people who have been close to me. I asked him why. You are the only person who comes to talk about another person positively. I've never had somebody tell me the way you tell. That's why I was wondering why he had come to like me so much, and we later became very good friends. Ask him, what do you mean? He said, you are different from all the people around me. All the years I've been in politics. You are the only person who comes to tell me, tukishika fulani.
It's a plus for us.
Or, you know so and so. The work he's doing.
Tumletu pandetu.
Or even working for us. Let's boost him. Everybody always comes for themselves. And this is what ails our political leaders. And that's why Moi was different from these politicians. Even when the intelligence brought report, Moi had his own way of counter-checking.
Due diligence.
Yes. You wouldn't come to tell Moi something. By the time you enter the office, he knows what you want to say. He already has the report.
He saves reality and fitina.
He anajua. Ruto the same. Ruto has a way of getting the real information. And people also feared Raila because I had the system. But Raila was also captive. He would know that so and so can help. But the people around, some people around him will overwhelm him. And then that person will be even physically evicted from the office, from the secretariat.
Someday I shall make you actually name these people because you've talked about them for quite a long time without dropping names. But then again, how about you subscribe to the channel? In the meantime, also make sure you like and subscribe. We do this again tomorrow evening. For now though, tune in to other editions on the channel.